Johnny Depp helps old man lying huddled under bridge. It was 2 a.m. Depp was driving home from a late-night shoot when his headlights caught a glimpse of something. A figure, huddled beneath a freeway bridge in the pouring rain. Most would have kept driving, but Depp pulled over. He grabbed his coat, ran through the rain, and found an old man shivering, soaked to the bone. Here's the twist. The man recognized him, whispered, "Are you Jack Sparrow?" Depp didn't just smile, he sat down beside him. For over an hour, they talked. Depp brought him food, a hotel room, and something even more unexpected. But what Johnny did next will blow your mind. Want to know how Depp changed this man's life forever? Johnny stood outside the hotel room, the door softly clicking shut behind him. Inside, the old man, whose name was George, was finally asleep in a real bed, warm, dry, and fed for the first time in what he said was a very, very long time. Earlier that night, Johnny had sat beside George on the cold concrete beneath the bridge. Rain pooled around them, but Johnny didn't flinch. He listened as George, eyes glistening, shared a broken past. His wife had died years ago, and when his small business failed, the debt swallowed everything. The streets became his home. No one had spoken to him like a human being in weeks, until Johnny moved. Johnny didn't just offer cash. He gave time. He called his assistant, had a room prepared, clothes brought in, even got George a doctor to treat the cough he'd been ignoring for months. The next morning, Johnny returned. George was sitting up, looking bewildered at the breakfast tray in front of him. "You sure this ain't a dream, Captain Jack?" Johnny smiled. "It's real, mate. And it doesn't stop here." What happened next shocked even the hotel staff. Johnny arranged for George to get cleaned up, connected him with a local nonprofit that helped people back into housing, and quietly, without any cameras or fanfare, paid 6 months of rent for a small studio apartment. But he didn't stop there. He found out George had once been a talented carpenter. "I used to make things with my hands," George told him, voice cracking. "Now I can barely hold a coffee cup." So Johnny made another call. 2 weeks later, George walked into a workshop, hired as a paid assistant, no longer homeless, surrounded by tools, wood, and purpose. Johnny had only one request: don't give up again. George didn't. Months later, George mailed Johnny a hand-carved wooden compass. It gleamed with care, every edge smooth, every detail exact. Tucked inside was a handwritten note. "You helped me find my way back." Johnny held it quietly, the weight of those words heavier than gold. He remembered the bridge, the rain, the silence, and how, for a moment, two strangers became something more human. George's gift wasn't just wood, it was a heartbeat carved in gratitude. Proof that even splintered lives can be sanded smooth again. That night, Johnny placed the compass on his bookshelf, not beside trophies or scripts, but next to a photo of his daughter. He wanted her to grow up knowing that kindness is legacy, that one small act can ripple across a lifetime. Far away, George stood at his new workbench, sunlight warming his back. He traced the grains of a fresh plank, smiling, not just because he had a home, but because he had purpose. And somewhere deep down he knew, Captain Jack had steered him true.